to find that out as well, isn't it? Okay, so what is our profit? We made 100 pips. For a standard contract, it is 100 times 10, which is 1000. For a mini contract, it's 100 times 1, which is 100, correct? That's what we just saw, right? However, we still need to find out our investment. So let's come back to the contract specs. Now over here, for pound US, the minimum size or the minimum quantity that you can buy is 100,000 pounds. And for mini contracts, the minimum is 10,000 pounds. Now, obviously, from Monday onwards, if I tell you, you need 100,000 for a standard and 10,000 for a mini, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Yeah? Now, you don't need 100,000 and you don't need 10,000. Can you see my screen? You just need 1% of 100,000 and 1% of 10,000. So, when you're trading the pound US, for a standard contract, your investment is 1% of 100,000, which is 1,000 pounds. And for mini contract, it's 1% of 10,000, which is 100 pounds. Got it, everyone? Yeah? Okay, let's take a complete example. Okay? Let's say you go to the money changer and the money changer tells you the exchange rate for Euro US today is 1.232023. Okay, so that's the exchange rate. So what is the first thing that we are all going to do? Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a 1 in front and then we're going to put a dollar sign, correct? And what we do is we break this down into two. The higher price is the price at which you buy. This is what we pay. The lower price is the price at which you sell. This is what you receive. So let's say you tell the money changer, I wish to buy 1 euro. If you wish to buy 1 euro, then you have to pay 1.2323. That means you pay the higher price. IB? Okay. So I want all of you to copy this down. All right, so if you pay 1.2323 US dollars, how many contracts can you buy? That depends on whether we do a standard or a mini, correct? So let's look at the contract specifications for Euro US. For Euro US, what is the minimum quantity for standard? 100,000 euros. And for mini, it is 10,000 euros. But you don't need 100, neither do you need 10. You need only 1% of 100,000 and 1% of 10,000. Okay? So, our margin, which is our investment, is 100,000 of euro, which is 1,000 euro for standard contracts. For mini contract, it's 1% of 10,000, which is 100 euros. Now, if 1 euro is 1.2323 US dollars, then 1,000 euros is 1,232 US dollars. Similarly, 100 euros is 123 US dollars. Okay? So please write this down. Now, what I highly recommend is, if you're taking notes, you take notes on the left side of your workbook. For example, this particular example is on page, what page number is this? 4. So you take this down on the left hand side of page 4. What you do is you remove that page, you write it, and then you put it back inside. IB? The reason being is when you go home and you revise, it's easier for you to revise because you have written this in context to which slide? IB? Otherwise, if you write it on separate pieces of paper, you will not know you wrote it in context to which slide. Unless, if you write it on a separate piece of paper, I strongly recommend you write over there, which page number was it, with reference to the workbook. I mean, otherwise you will not know it was in reference to which page of the workbook. All right, so let's say